Your circular saw can be a precision machine, not just a demolition tool for rough work. Many woodworkers see it as a step down from a table saw, but with the right knowledge, it can deliver cuts that are just as clean, straight, and accurate. Forget the frustration of splintered edges, wobbly cuts, and wandering lines. We're about to unlock its true potential. But first, safety is non-negotiable. Always wear your safety glasses and hearing protection. Before any cut, ensure your workpiece is securely clamped down. An unstable board is a recipe for disaster. Manage your power cord, keeping it clear of the blade's path at all times. And be mindful of kickback, that sudden, violent pushback of the saw. It happens when the blade binds in the wood. A firm two-handed grip and a clear cutting path are your best defense. Now let's talk about the single biggest upgrade for your saw, the blade. The blade that came with your saw is likely a general purpose or framing blade with a low tooth count, designed for speed, not finish. To eliminate that ugly tear out, especially in plywood and veneers, you need a blade optimized for the material. Look for a high tooth count finishing blade, 60 teeth or more. This will give you a glass smooth edge. Also, consider the kerf, or the thickness of the cut. A thin kerf blade removes less material, putting less strain on your saw's motor. With the right blade installed, proper setup is next. Crooked cuts and burning often come from incorrect settings. First, set your cutting depth. The blade should extend just one full tooth, about a quarter inch, below the bottom of your material. Any deeper increases friction and the risk of kickback. Next, calibrate your saw for square. Use a reliable square to check that your blade is a perfect 90 degrees to the shoe or base plate. Don't trust the factory markings. Adjust it until it's dead on. This simple check is the secret to perfectly square edges. Your technique makes all the difference. Don't force the saw. Let the blade do the work. Use a firm, two-handed grip and a steady, consistent feed rate. Pushing too hard can cause the blade to deflect, while going too slow can cause burning. Always let the saw reach full speed before it touches the wood, and follow through the entire cut without stopping. Critically, make sure your workpiece is fully supported, but allow the offcut piece a clear path to fall away. If the offcut gets pinched against the blade, it will bind and kick back. For guaranteed straight lines, especially on long rips, your best friend is a guide. This can be a simple straight edge, like a level or a factory-cut piece of plywood, clamped securely to your workpiece. Just measure the distance from your saw's blade to the edge of its shoe. Offset your guide by that amount, and you have a foolproof track to follow. For repetitive crosscuts, you can build a simple crosscut sled. These jigs not only ensure accuracy, but dramatically speed up your workflow when batching out parts. For the absolute cleanest cuts on delicate materials like melamine or expensive veneer, here are 2 pro tricks. First, score the cut line deeply with a utility knife. This severs the top wood fibers, preventing the saw blade's upward cutting teeth from lifting and chipping them. Second, place a sacrificial backer board underneath your workpiece. This supports the wood fibers on the bottom side of the cut, giving you a perfectly clean exit and eliminating tear out on both sides of your material. Finally, a little maintenance goes a long way. If you're experiencing wobble or vibration, unplug the saw and check that the blade is seated correctly and the arbor nut is tight. A dirty blade covered in pitch and resin will create friction and burn the wood, so clean it periodically. Keep the saw's motor vents and blade guard clear of sawdust for optimal performance and safety. A well-maintained tool is a precise and reliable tool. By combining the right blade, careful setup, solid technique, and simple guides, you've just transformed your circular saw from a rough framing tool into a fine woodworking instrument. No more compromises, no more frustration. Precision and speed. Unlocked.